Hey everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm here doing the Astrology Insight for the week of April 12th. On Monday, April 13th, we have Mars conjunct Neptune, as well as Venus sextile Jupiter. On Tuesday, April 14th, we have Mercury sextile Uranus. On Thursday, April 16th, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune. And on Friday, April 17th, we have the new moon at 27 degrees Aries and 28 minutes. On Monday, April 13th, we have Mars conjunct Neptune going exact at 12:29 a.m. Central Time, followed by Venus sextile Jupiter around 3 a.m. Because both of these are happening in the early morning hours on Monday, we can expect to feel this energy and use this energy on Sunday as well. So with this Mars conjunct Neptune, we really want to sit with our ambitions. This is not necessarily the day to act upon our ambitions or our passions. It's a day to really sit back and observe them because Neptune is involved, which means that not all the details are available for you to see, and we don't want to be misguided in our actions and do things that we potentially might regret because we are just hot-headed and do something without thinking about it first. So today is a day to sit with your ambitions and really observe them. We have a new moon coming up on Friday, so take note of what is coming up today. What experiences are you longing to have? What do you need in your life so that you feel lighter, so that you feel more inspired? Take note of that today, because as well as we have this nice Venus sextile Jupiter, connect to your values. Connect to your values. Remember that your life is sacred and that there's more to why you are here. So take into account all of these things today. Like I said, taking them into account on Sunday as well. Don't act rashly. You may feel irritable, but sit back with your passions, sit back with your ambition, and know that this isn't necessarily the time to take action. It's time to sit with it, observe it, connect it to your value structure so you can fully move forward in a more righteous way. On Tuesday, April 14th, we have Mercury in Pisces, sextile Uranus and Taurus, going exact around 12 p.m. Central Time. So this is the type of energy where we really need to listen to our feelings, listen to the thoughts that we've been having, listen to the conversations that we've been having, and choose to make the decision to end bad habits, to change up the cycle, to change up our standards. Because as Mercury is at the last degree of Pisces, it's really time to acknowledge what needs to end and where are you moving into. And so as Mercury is ending its cycle in Pisces, really listen to the impressions and the sensitivities that you've had and really acknowledge it's time to change it up. It's time to acknowledge it's no longer working for you. It's time to move on into new areas of your life so you can really prosper and grow. And so this is a sextile, so this does take some acknowledgement to say I am going to make these changes happen. It's not necessarily a square or a trine where it just kind of naturally is inclined to happen. This is a sextile which says this is a potential where you can really acknowledge I am having this feeling, and I can acknowledge that this feeling is directly connected to this standard or this habit, and I'm going to change it up. On Thursday, April 16th, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune in Aries going exact at 9 p.m. Central Time. This is a fantastic day to daydream, to use your imagination, to do creative projects, but it's not a great day to believe everything you hear because perhaps you're not hearing everything and all that is being said. And we really need to be aware that with Neptune involved, it does make things pretty foggy and uncertain, so we do not want to take everything that we hear at face value, but it is a good day to daydream, get lost in your imagination, and do those sorts of things, especially with this new moon coming tomorrow. Let's get set with what ambitions we have and where we want to see our life going. So perhaps take today to really sit with that and imagine what your future could be like. On Friday, April 17th, we have the new moon at 27 degrees Aries and 28 minutes, going exact at 6:51 a.m. Central Time. So this is a fabulous new moon. We have the sun exalted, and we have the moon coming into his arms, which is a wonderful time for us to really connect to what our ambitions are for the future. What sort of experiences are we longing to have? Because quite frankly, Aries is the type of energy that could care less what it does. It is just seeking out an experience that makes it feel like it is alive. So what sort of ambitions and experiences are you seeking in your life to bring lightness and freedom into your reality? Now is the time to really set that out in your intention and know that that is the experience that you are now seeking. It's not about the destination, so it's not necessarily like you have to be seeking a specific destination or a place. It's more so I want to feel alive and I want to feel like I am thriving. The nice thing about this is that the ruler of this new moon is Mars, and Mars is in its own sign. However, Mars is is going to be conjunct Saturn. So perhaps you will be confronted on this path of needing to acknowledge your fears and something that is holding you back from really allowing you to experiencing that freedom and independence and just feeling free of all responsibility. So perhaps it is time to really acknowledge, what are you afraid of? What holds you down and what holds you back? Those are the things that we want to think about under this new moon. That today is a day to really say, how do I want to see my life move forward? Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it does bring a fresh start and a fresh beginning. So enjoy today and know that you perhaps will be challenged though by your fears and what limits you, so be aware of that. If you'd like to schedule a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com.